It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com, with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests of this program are of their own and not a reflection of Milwaukee Black Media or 101.7 The Truth. Good afternoon, Milwaukee. You're tuned in to The Lunch Break on 101.7 The Truth, where everything is an option on the menu.
And one thing about me, I'm a tough cookie, but I know what I can't do, and I'm not suffering. All right, I fought my whole life. I'm all right.
Excuse me, Cletus. Hopper, who this man?
Yeah, I wasn't doing it. So I was like, I'm not paying $1,000 to sleep on somebody's couch.
Grab your lunch, hit send on that email, and get ready for the best hour of your day.
My way of thinking is that the parents do all they can, but once the kids leave out that door, whatever have you, they make their own decisions. I don't care if you're 9 or 99, it's still your decision about the situations that you get involved yourself in.
We talking about taxpaying citizens who look into their taxes. Look into this. We talking about elected officials doing backdoor deals, and somehow she still want to blame immigrants. That's what we talking about right now. We following the money, and you still want to blame black people and immigrants and welfare and all of these things for policies and backdoor deals that put poor people in worse position.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the 3rd Street Market Hall.
Like you said, they want to pad their pockets, but they need a reason to push things through. And I guess the low-hanging fruit is, okay, well, this is a problem, right? Y'all want to fix the problem, and they just hope nobody looks into it like, wait, when did food trucks become an issue?
Here are your hosts, Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon.
What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Good afternoon, good afternoon. You are now punched in on your lunch break with your boy Ray Nitty and my homegirl maybe Shannon. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos holding us down with the production and sound, man. On the award-winning 101.7 FM. Truth. I messed that all the way up, but we'll get it. Shannon, how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. How you feeling over there, Ray?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm getting everything set up here. So, tell the people where they can find us, man, and yeah, you know what to do.
Well, yeah. So while Ray sets up over there, I would like y'all to head over to Facebook and follow us on the lunch break. Also follow both of our platforms. Ray Nitty is at Ray Nitty, RayNitti on all platforms. And I am Maybe Shannon. And I can be found across all platforms as well at Maybe Shannon, MaybesShannon_. And if you want to join the conversation, you can always give us a call at 833-212-1017. You can also text that line. We do read the text messages you guys send. So if you want to join the conversation, but you're in the middle of a lunch break, chat be going crazy. Yesterday was a super fun day. So make sure you guys hit us up. We are on YouTube at 101.7 The Truth.
It was a fun day yesterday, Shannon. It was an extremely fun day yesterday. We talked about plenty things yesterday. But today, Shannon, today, first of all, the weather was so crazy yesterday. The weather was insane. I saw the video. It was a storm in southeast Wisconsin, and like the sky had just looked so dark right when we got off air, and I was heading towards the north side, and I'm like, what is going on? I looked at the weather; it was only supposed to rain for like 40 minutes. And then next thing I know, we in Hurricane Katrina. I'm talking about
super ominous.
Just
and
plenty.
It's what, 1 o'clock up too? Like, dang, hold on.
Man, plenty weather, man. Plenty bad
Trying
weather.
to wash the sins away of what happened over the weekend at that Brady festival. No,
it was like, you know what? We need to cleanse this town. Appreciate the rainwater OG. Yeah. But yeah, Shannon. So with the storm, man, it caused a whole lot. We had tornado warnings was issued for part of the area. Also had a tornado that touched down in Neenah, Wisconsin, not Nina the homie. She had a tornado that touched down in Neenah, Wisconsin, and another one causing extensive damage in Appleton and Menasha. Knocked out power for about 30,000 people. Did anybody lose power? I wonder if anybody lost power.
I feel like a lot of people were without power, but that has something to do with something else, huh?
Yeah, it was that the We Energies came and did their thing.
Yeah, I think that's what that was. But at least they could blame the weather. Well, it was the weather.
Man, shouts out to the chat. Anita Nicole, Jasmine, Jazz West. What's up, cousins? Hope y'all doing well. Our team is up. Our team is up, and DJ Brother Z put it in the chat yesterday, so I hope y'all signed up. Hope y'all signed up for our United Negro College Fund walk run team. I almost said rock and one.
Rock the run. Rock and run.
Oh, man. So, yeah, man, the power was out. It was dark. I'm going to tell you why I was pissed off, too, about the rain. So, you know, it hasn't rained in a while in Milwaukee, and it's been super hot, too. So,
yeah.
The grass was, like, super, like, dry and stuff, dog. So, I went and got a sprinkler on Sunday. I went and got a sprinkler and turned my sprinkler on. Ran it for like 3 hours before I left to come in to the station.
That would have got returned so fast. Look,
Man.
like, I ain't use this.
Dog,
Take this back. Why would I use
so
this? It's
much
raining
rain.
outside.
So much rain, Shannon. I was like, oh my God, what a waste of water, dog. But
true.
This is the comeback for the lawn, man. I'm gonna post a picture of the lawn so folks can see the progress. So
You gonna get the before and after?
Yeah, I got to, Shannon.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I got to.
Let me find out. You one of them people that edge up your the lawn, like how they line it up. The grass be nice on the sidewalk part.
I used to. When we first bought the crib, I was super OD with the lawn. Super OD. And then that's when I only had like a push mower. And you know, we got a pretty decent sized lot. No flex. Just, you know, decent. We got a nice yard to cover. So it was like I had to cut the lawn in phases. I'd have to cut the front in the morning and then the back the next day or something. So that's when I used to be super, super OD on the lawn. But as the dog, you know, black people, we let the animals out in the back. We don't necessarily just take them on the walk that they need. So Apollo, you know, he has some spots in the backyard. I've since reclaimed those spots and got the yard back. But yeah, man, I just haven't been. I'm actually meeting with a landscaper today at 3:00. So we gonna. I'm at that age now where you just pass it off to somebody else. You just pass that work off to somebody else, man. I don't got the back for it no more. I don't got the back. And the guy doing the work older than me. That's crazy.
But you know, when they do that type of stuff for years and years, they dang near conditioned for that type of work. Like, that's some stuff you gotta look
straight
ready.
But
I do 10 lawns in one day.
Man, it was going crazy. But so the weather yesterday as well, Shannon. Milwaukee and Waukesha counties were under a severe thunderstorm warning with winds up to 60, 70 miles. It was blowing. I seen a couple wigs. Like, you know what? Let me not say it because I almost said it, but I wasn't gonna say it because you had do you remember Do y'all remember what's the alderman name? Alderman
Oh my.
I can't remember his name. But essentially he had wrote this I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to find it. But he was just talking about, filth in the community, like people littering and all of these other things. And then he said, I'm tired of seeing Lamont Westmoreland, Alderman Lamont Westmoreland. He was like, I'm tired of seeing tumbleweaves rolling on Capitol. Oh my God. I shouldn't be laughing at this because he caught so much backlash for it because people thought, he was like, poking at the black community. But I was sorry. I laughed behind it. I was like, damn, you shouldn't say this,
that
bro.
That is hilarious.
It's kind of funny. He's like, I'm sick of seeing tumbleweaves. I'm like, damn.
I will say, my white homegirls, they get some good weaves too. All right,
man,
don't put it past them. The ones that got some money, they be spending their thousands on there. So, just saying,
man,
not just our tumbleweaves.
Straight. So yeah, man, we had warm thunderstorm warning with winds up to 60, 70 miles an hour and hail. I didn't see no hail yesterday, but they said we had hail up to tennis ball sizes. And like I said, it followed a stretch of heat and humidity. A heat advisory and dense fog advisory were both in effect Monday morning before the storm rolled in. So, this is what I do remember from school. Like a thunderstorm, if I'm not mistaken, is when when a hot and a cold front meets. You feel me? And then those two things create what we call a thunderstorm, man. So, yeah, that's a little knowledge I retained, man. And that knocked the phones out too, Shannon. I thought my phone was tapped yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. This election race has been...
Okay, so this is another thing where it's like, was it really the thunderstorm or was it just perfect timing?
So,
because T-Mobile was out.
Yeah, I think that was perfect. Was it perfect timing or was it intentional? Shoot.
Because T-Mobile always got some problems, but now they can be like, well, due to weather, but y'all the only one having problems.
Not too much on T-Mobile.
When I had T-Mobile, I was fighting for my life all the time. I'm sorry. I couldn't stand them folks.
So this was why I thought my phone was tapped. Because I got 2 T-Mobile phones, right? And only one of them was doing the SOS, like I can't get no calls, can't do nothing with the phone. And I'm like, man, they done tapped my phone, man. This election done got too trill and they done tapped my phone. It was like, we got to get him out the game. But yeah, man, it turns out that my phone was not tapped, Shannon. I thought it was tapped. I was telling everybody, like, man, call me on the other phone, man. But T-Mobile had a nationwide T-Mobile outage that hit Monday afternoon. Reports spiked past 140,000 on down detector. I don't even know what that is. That's probably like one of their things. But 140,000 people on down detector with phones stuck in SOS mode. That's what I had. Unable to call, text, or use data in cities from coast to coast. Man, so I wonder, was anybody else impacted by the T-Mobile outage? And like, was you stuck and couldn't call for help or something in this storm? Because it was a lot of people up in them cities that had, I saw down trees. I saw power lines falling. I saw all types of things. So 833-212-1017. Let us know what was your experience like in the storm and if you had any trouble calling or getting assistance with your service. So
no, that's terrible timing.
Right. Then T-Mobile confirmed services was fully restored overnight. The company still hasn't said publicly what caused it. Why not?
Right.
Why?
But it was, I will say, across the nation. I saw some TikTokers report on it too on the West Coast. I was like, yeah, they funny.
Yeah,
they need to tell the Wisconsin people to just start lying right now. Look, it was the weather.
I thought it was over with for me, Shannon. But Don't go anywhere, y'all. We got a lot to talk about today. Early voting starts today. We also want to talk about Mandela Barnes' PAC. Also how nasty politics could get, man. And then there was some updates in the Nolan Wells case. There was a call that surfaced. So we want to get into that. And then if we got time, we're going to get into some other things as well. But we also got the quote of the day. But don't go anywhere. This is the lunch break on the award-winning 1017 Truth.
Don't go anywhere.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free.
Yeah.
Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to health care and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back to the award-winning 1017 The Truth. This is the lunch break with Ray, Nitty, and maybe Shannon. Go vote. I don't know whose song that is, but go vote, man. It's very, very important that we do vote. Shannon, how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm redoing this studio over here. I'm just looking at it like, what else I'm going to add to it? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Give me a truth factor back here.
You said you finna get
turning out nice, right? Things are coming together.
You said you finna get
I want
a
what
truth
you got
banner?
behind you.
You said, oh.
Yeah, I want that what you got.
Man, you got
nice
to tell them send one out. Fly it out.
I know.
Get a banner
Fly
flew
it
out. Man, Shannon. So, early voting in person for the August 11th primary opens up today, July 28th, and it runs through Sunday, August 9th. So if you're not going to be able to vote on August 11th, you have from now until August 9th to vote in this upcoming election. This, I know people always say, like, man, this is probably one of the most important elections of our time, right?
Crazy.
Like, I feel like this one actually might be. I feel like this one actually might be.
Like that?
Because there's so much uncertainty about what the outcome is going to be, right? It's a lot of uncertainty in what the outcome is going to be. And it's been so much already happening with this election, from fraud to folks getting out and getting back in, to attack campaigns, to text messages, and it's been so much. You know what I'm saying? So I think
it's a lot of mess.
Yeah, I think it's been extremely a lot of mess. So that's why I feel like this one is even more important, because I feel like because of all the mess, people may be not as much excited. That's what it feels like, right? I feel like in past elections, I've seen way more excitement in the city about the vote and so forth, and people actually working towards, earning the vote of the Black community, specifically Milwaukee County. And I don't know, I didn't see that. I didn't see that this election, or this primary at least.
Yeah.
And I think, once again, the views and opinions expressed on this show is only the views and opinions of our own. I think, candidates feel like they really don't have to do much to actually get the Black vote in Milwaukee. One, because I think they already counting us out as like, oh, we're going to have low turnout anyway. So it's like, why invest the resources in a county or a city where turnout is, where they think turnout is going to be low? And then why invest strategy in actually putting forth plans and ideas, and whether it's talking points that specifically speak to the needs of the Black community? I haven't heard anything prioritized about the Black community. I've heard some, but some will say I'm biased, and we're not going to go down that road. I'm just talking about as a whole right now, from either side, right? What's up, man? Shouts out to everybody seeing us. They waving. It's like a fishbowl when you in this studio. People just come tap the glass.
I think we got to show the YouTube that sometimes, because it's hard to tell from where you at what people be looking at. But people will just walk by and they looking in at you like, what y'all doing over there?
Right.
We got to do a little YouTube video and show them the setup over there. That'd be nice.
Right. I'm doing this thing where I start going live on TikTok for hour 2 of the show. So maybe I'll give them that view where they can see the folks walking past. Kind of like we on Wall Street or something like that. But
yeah,
Shannon, I'll say this, right? She said, Jasmine says, honestly, all I hear is vote for me. Yep. Yeah. Vote for me. Vote for me. Vote for me. And I'm going to leave my bias out of this, because y'all know where I stand. But I have not seen anybody that's really trying to earn our vote really talk to any of our needs. It's still just been Sherwin had a couple folks. I walked in right when Francesca was talking to Sherwin. Sherwin thinks she's great. She's like, oh, she's good. She's good. Yeah. Yeah, they all good, I guess, right? To some capacity, because they all got somebody supporting them. But what I was looking for, and I'll give grace because maybe it was an impromptu because it sounded like it was just a call on the fly, and only a couple people answered the call and responded. So shouts out to them for answering the call and responding, right? But the question was asked, what are, here pitched to the black community? And what I heard, it didn't seem like a real pitch. It just sounded like more of the same talking points that I've been asking people to, tell me something directly to speak to the needs of people that look like us. That's all I was asking, and I didn't feel like I saw that. Some feel like that answer was adequate. Cool. Moving on, Shannon. Because I don't want us to, to put off the wrong information. I'm just saying I want to hear something that's speaking other than vote for me, like Cousin Jasmine said. And I feel like I know who's been saying that, but we won't get into that. But early voting, Shannon. Early voting. There's some early voting sites. We want to give people where these early voting sites are and where they can find them. You got the sites up, Shannon?
I do. So the City of Milwaukee early voting locations in today's hours, Tuesday, 7/28. Good Hope Library, 7715 West Good Hope Road. That's today, 12:30 to 7:30. We've got Midtown Voting Center. That'll be 4170 North 56th Street. That's 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And that Midtown Voting Center, the address given, that is not exactly in Midtown anymore, is it? That's the one across by that bank area. Is that right?
Yep. So actually, we will give an update on that because I heard it moved again this year. So that early voting location has been switched again, if I'm not mistaken. So once we get the exact address for the Midtown Center, we'll update that. Good catch on that, Shannon.
Yeah, of course. And then Washington Park Senior Center, that'll be 4420 West Valete, and that'll be at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, Zidler Municipal Building, is that right? Zidler?
We'll go with it. Zidler, I don't know.
The Zidler Municipal Building. Well, either way, it's at 841 North Broadway. So you know how to get there. And if you see a Zidler Zoo, that's where you're supposed to be.
The next two is a doozy.
Ooh, they're going to test my reading skills. But the Zidler Municipal Building is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then we have the Tippecanoe Library.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up? That MPS education going to work. 3912 South Howell Avenue. Look, close enough. Look, 12:30 to 7:30, and then we have the Zablocki Library, 3501 West Oklahoma Avenue, 12:30 to 7:30. So yeah, make sure you guys get there. And I'm just a quick reminder, make sure you bring a valid photo ID. And City of Milwaukee early voters can go to any of the sites above, not just the one nearest you. So if you just in the area and you like, you know what, maybe I should just early vote. Or maybe this location will be a little slower than a location near me. Get there. Vote early. Your vote matters.
Your vote matters. Don't go anywhere, y'all. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Don't go anywhere. Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Ayo, Green. I feel like I'm turning green too. From Bill Bixby to some incredible hope.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Shannon, what you got on the menu for us today? What you got on the menu, Shannon? What you cooking?
Well,
man?
Ray, at UW Milwaukee, students don't have to wait until college to start building their future. Roar Ready lets students in K through 12th grade join in on hands-on programs across campus, from science and tech to arts, sports, and more. Students try new things, meet new people, and build skills that matter. Get started today at uwm.edu/roarready. That's what we munching on, Ray. That sounds
crispy.
pretty filling.
Yeah, I'm crispy. We gotta get that get that song.
I can move fast. I can talk real quick. It's coming through.
Man, we got Al on the line. Al, what's happening, man? What you eating on?
I'm probably some shrimp ricotta pasta when I reach my destination.
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
But you know what? I'm gonna ask you and Shannon, let's get ignorant with it, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna get 40-ounce gluten ignorant with it, okay?
Yes, sir.
The reason why they're not catering to black people vote, because black people have been scared in submission. From what I see, black people only get loud and bad when they either catch the Holy Ghost on Sunday or they get in that C-gram extra dry gin and whiskey, and now everybody is an MF or an SOB. And then also we have to understand, black people don't ask for what they want. They don't believe in pushing the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that? Because, if it's one of your people, one of your kids, now they every belligerent in the book, now somebody else and somebody's husband, but when it's time for them to go against the white man, they don't got nothing to say. Or you get the black politicians who get your vote and say, thank you, F you, it'll be, and let me go about my day.
Mm-hmm. I see. Al dropped some bars there that I don't even think a lot of people caught, but I'm gonna let them remain hidden. I caught what you put. I caught what you was putting down, Al. I picked it up.
Because we know your politicians, your black politicians only move when white people fart. But when it's when it's one of they black people who voted for him, oh, that's just a color. It's just an igga. They'll be all right. Or we could use this. You remember when Santi Hamilton was in office and those black people was calling and calling? They was getting a voicemail, but then when a white woman calls, she get a call back in 10 minutes.
I didn't hear that story, Al. But I if you heard it, I'm gonna say, you know, I don't got no comeback for you on that, Al.
And that's why we can't get nothing done, because we have no unity. And when you have unity, you ain't going to have no Uncle Ruckus and you ain't going to have no coons. But when you have coons and everybody who look like you don't like each other, now you got a bad recipe. That's why we can't get nowhere. And we don't want to hurt no feelings. White people going to push the envelope. They don't care if it's Sodom and Gomorrah, and they're going to use gluten to the highest power to get their happy now. Now, I'm going to hang up and listen and see what you say these black folks got to say. I'll hang up. Bye-bye.
Yeah, well, you know my motto, Shannon. When Al right,
Al right, Al is right.
You know my motto. With Al right, Al right. And I just shoot.
And that's with a lot of things.
I'm gonna shut up and listen too.
Like, for real, listen. It's one of those things where a lot of times people feel more comfortable with a white face or a white voice. Like they could repeat the same thing you just said, and people would listen to them for some reason.
Man.
There's probably psychology behind that, but you know.
So I think this is what I agree 100% with what Al said. I do think that our community has, in ways, become so submissive and not pushing the envelope and not demanding more, you know. And when the black politicians that we put our votes in, and if we feel like they aren't serving our community, we re-vote them back in. We've yet to exercise our power as an actual voting block, and I use this word very, very respectfully. We need to start weaponizing our vote as a community and be like, yo, this is what, you know, I feel like I hear Sherwin preaching this. You preached this before, huh, Sherwin? It's good to see Sherwin in the studio hanging out late. Rare sighting. But I don't think we weaponize our vote enough and say, hey, we need to be voting as a block. These are the demands that we have. White, black, Asian, or other, whoever the politician is, you have to come through, else we will remove you from office. Plain and simple. Yeah. And if it ain't about removing that person from office, we have to find candidates that will run against them. I was on a whole warpath. I had a few alders that I had candidates that we was getting ready to run against them. If we being honest.
Oh, that's right.
And some of it was because how I felt like they handled stuff when I was running, and some of them just needed to get out the way. Some of them was black. Let's be honest with them. It wasn't just, it was people that looked like us too on that list. But this is what I will say. After seeing how this governor's race is playing out, Bob Bauman, you can keep your damn seat. I don't want it. You can have it. You can have it.
Bob Bauman.
I'll find other ways to be impactful and influential as an entertainer. Since he called me that too on the trail.
Impactful. You can be entertaining as well.
I was just some
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Ray.
Man, I know, right?
You ain't just, you're more than that, Ray. You're more than that. Don't let them get you down.
Sorry, I lied to you, Ray. Man, but oh yeah, Shannon, where the hell is mine? Where is
I would like to add, you did say a few times while you were talking about the race, people were just saying, well, like basically like we don't matter because we such a small percent of Wisconsin. And it's like, dang, like for you to just diminish yourself to like, well, they don't have to worry about us, but we should still vote. Like, it's just like, dang, you matter. Your vote matters. And then if you felt like that, why even vote? That's what it comes back to. If you feel like, well, we such a small
100%.
percentage, we don't matter.
100%. And I remember them 100% saying to me when I asked, what has XYZ person done? Just for the sake of respect, I ain't going to say the candidate names or name. When I asked what they have done, I almost used a pronoun. When I asked what they have done for people that look like us, the answer was, oh, this person's district is 77% white, so it's hard to prioritize. Like, okay, but if you running for governor and you're not even going to speak directly to the issues, to where it's the worst place to raise African-American families, and people keep glazing over that, and it's pissing me off and insulting me for asking a very real question.
Like, just be quiet and entertain and take what they giving everybody else. Just be happy anybody else is getting attention.
Like,
look, stop trying to get attention.
What am I voting for then? What is my vote for then?
The hope that everybody
I said it on one
better.
of the shows, because I said it on it was Francesca. It was her people's. It was one of her supporters. But not just to be on the Francesca thing, because I also had people tell me, man, quit being foolish and just support the next black man, who at the time was Mandela Barnes, because Crowley had dropped out the race. And people felt a way about him dropping out the race, and they should have, because he excited a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying? So when you drop out like that, people feel like, damn, what the hell? Like, I believed in you. Now what am I going to believe in?
Yeah.
So, yeah, people was upset about that and felt a way. And they have a right to feel that way, especially if they gave to your campaign. So, yeah. But how much time we got before this next break here?
20 seconds.
All right, don't go anywhere, y'all. We'll be right back. This is a lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon.
Don't go anywhere. He said right now.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
No, he tried to slide because it's Carlisle. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Lunch Break crew. Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ Brother Z holding us down on the production and sound, man. What's happening? Hey, Zach be having Brother Z be having the slaps, man. Shannon, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, Ray. Connection good, feeling good. The vibes are immaculate.
Man, so speaking of immaculate, we want to talk about a story. We ain't gonna take too much time on it. But if you saw the news, Journal Sentinel, a few other folks posted about once again, 833-212-1017. That's the number to call. 833-212-1017 is the number to call. If you got a question, if you got something you'd like to share, what does this person say? Hey, Ray, the good weave is not tumbling in the streets. It's the ratchet weave. Who said that? Daniel Mosley said that for the record.
Daniel knows something.
Daniel
knows something. No, the good stuff gonna stay secured. Okay, ain't letting your good stuff just tumble in the street.
Oh man, but no, you said the good stuff is not tumbling in the streets. But just real briefly, man. We had a story about Mandela Barnes who launched the long run PAC after his 2022 Senate loss to invest in working class candidates, young candidates, candidates of color, and LGBTQ plus candidates, right? A review of the PAC's 2020, right? Good thing, right? It's real good cause.
That sounds like a good thing.
Shouts out to Mandela for that, man. A review of the PAC's 2023-2025 spending found,
Is this where the problems reside?
Well, this is where the money resides. The spending found less than 15% of what the committee spent went directly to candidates.
Less than 15%.
Yeah. Damn, man. That's why Bob could have his seat, folks. I don't care about it, bro. They be digging too much into people's business. So I think they said he raised like $1.1 million is the number that I saw, and less than 15% of that went towards what it was intended to do, right? So
okay.
But
he said, charge it to my head, not my heart. Heart was in the right place. His head didn't follow.
Shannon ribbing on
His
the low.
pockets took control of him.
Shannon low-key ribbing. What Bump at, man? We gotta get Bump on the show. Bald head. I'm finna do a skit. I'm finna do a skit today, Shannon. So instead, the largest share, roughly a third of the total spending, went to salaries and consulting fees, much of it paid to former Barnes staffers who are now working on his 2026 governor campaign. I hate that gubernatorial word. It always tricks me up. Campaign on rival candidate David Crowley's campaign. Who the hell on Crowley campaign got that money from Bonds? Wisconsin Politics separately found A PAC that gave just $138,396 directly to other campaigns in 2023 and 2024, while spending on administrative costs at roughly 4 times the average federal leadership PAC. Jesus. Barnes campaign.
So they were getting paid over there.
They was running it up. Where all my scammy politicians at? Spending that
Hey, he was in that donor bag for real. Hey, what?
Oh my God.
A milli? He only gave them 15% where it was supposed to go. And all his people got paid, what, 4 times what the average people was getting paid?
Right. Well.
But I forgot he ain't got no black people on his staff. He ain't gonna hire me.
See, Shannon is shooting.
My bad.
The views and opinions expressed on this show is the views and opinions of Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon only. So here's some clarity. Here's some clarity, folks. Barnes' campaign has pointed to other Democratic leadership PACs as comparable, saying the ratio isn't unusual for this type of committee. Okay.
Okay. So it's normal to give only 15% where it was supposed to go.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say it's normal.
Get $1 million.
They said it isn't unusual.
Okay. It sounds like those churches when you give tithes and then the pastor roll up in the rolls and everybody else still like. That's what it sounds like to me. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Hey, you saw what Robert said in the chat. I ain't even mad at what you said, Rob. Make sure you like and share the YouTube chat. I'll play that game. He said, take a shot every time they give a disclaimer.
Bruh. Hold on, let me go grab mine right now.
There's a whole heap of disclaimers.
Listen, they know we be getting in trouble. Look, he like, y'all, that'll be a disclaimer right there.
Man.
Views and opinions.
Right. Let me pause for a second, man. Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for DJ Brother Z. This is another reason why he the GOAT. This brother is fresh out the dentist chair with numb teeth. I almost said something crazy.
Keep it focused.
And he is still here making sure that we is straight, man. So shouts out to DJ Brother Z, man, holding it down. A Madison voter filed 2 campaign finance complaints, and he was like, let's just stay focused. Like, let's not talk about me. Do your work. As Madison voter filed 2 campaign finance complaints against both Barnes' gubernatorial campaign and the long run alleging the PAC sponsored an October 2025 statewide poll paying Impact Research $62,000 but didn't register as a Wisconsin political committee until December 22nd, 2025. More than 2 months later, which the complaint says violates state law. Barnes' campaign responded that it did not violate any Wisconsin campaign finance law. Yeah, but you might have did violate state law. Might not violate campaign finance.
What is the law?
We gonna have to get to some laws.
They want to in these politics,
right? And that similar complaints have routinely been rejected by the Wisconsin Elections Commission. All right, well, cool. If the Election Commission is rejecting it, what we, you know what I'm saying? What we continuing to complain about? But just moving on before we close out this segment and get ready for hour 2, Shannon. I will say politics has become so nasty. Politics has become so nasty that I think people are starting to disconnect from the candidates. And all of these candidates got some crazy stuff out there. All of them.
Man.
Every last one. I was in the damn article for the damn Twitter account because we was young and turnt. You know,
we were just trying to be young and turnt.
I was on the road. I was touring. Said, the lunch break after dark. Ooh, I like that. Sound like dinner.
We do it.
But
that's the dinner snack.
I will say this, Shannon, because I know Zach gonna be wrapping this up here soon. The the Barnes Pack story, the text message stories, and the other stories that I won't say on this mic, you know, it just shows how much, this is what I say, it shows to me how much politics has become not about policies anymore. It's like, who could slang the most dirt? Who could talk the most crap? Who could be the most messy? Who could be the sneakiest? Who could just do, like, I got a text. You know what?
I want to hear the text.
No,
but, you know what?
tripping. The views and opinions. It's shot time. Don't. Oh, we got two. Shannon, talk.
Shot o'clock.
Man, Shannon.
Listen, we are wrapping up hour 1 of the lunch break. Make sure you guys go take a bite of your sandwich, get some coffee, and come right back here in a few minutes. We are at 1017 The Truth, the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Make sure you head over to YouTube and join the conversation as well. Call us at 833-212-1017 or text us to join in on this conversation. Don't go anywhere.
Black Arts Fest MKE is back and bigger than ever. Come out Saturday, August 1st at the Summerfest grounds for a full day celebrating Black culture, African heritage, music, art, fashion, food, and family fun. Enjoy live performances from Big E, Hollywood the Classic, Cold Drink, MJ, Star Red, the Lattimore Brothers, and don't miss the headliner, Dave Hollister. Celebrate the foundations of hip-hop with the legendary Boogaloo Shrimp, a.k.a. Turbo from Break It, the Divine Nine Party, a Michael Jackson tribute by Brew City Soul, a gospel music celebration, and the Black Hollywood Experience featuring Jamal Gravy Woolard and Benzino. Compete in the culture contest with a $500 cash prize awarded in the categories of African heritage hairstyles, fashion design, and fine art. Bring the whole family for horse rides, the Kids Zone, a Corvette car and bike show, and more. Tickets are on sale now, plus there are discounts for seniors and youth. Credentialed veterans and kids 7 and under are free. Black Arts Fest MKE, Saturday, August 1st at the Summerfest grounds. Get your tickets now at blackartsfestmke.com. And for more info, follow Black Arts Fest MKE on Facebook.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey,
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome, 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 welcome. If you're just tuning in, this is hour 2 with the Lunch Break crew. It's your boy Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ Brother Z, holding us down with the production and sound, man. Hey.
It's my jam.
This is
I
my
like
joint.
this. This feel like summer. This song feel like summer. Just yeah.
Oh, the Benny, the Galem, riding with me. I love it. Manika.
Now I gotta go out this weekend. Now I got to. I was trying to stay inside.
Man, Afrobeats just, make you feel so good. Afrobeats, soca, Caribbean music. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to the award-winning 101.7 Truth. This is the Lunch Break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon. Make sure you're following us on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Facebook. 833-212-1017 is the number to call. 833-212-1017 is the number to call. Shannon, you good?
Man, I'm good. I'm just catching up on some things. I can't believe I could look at my phone, look at y'all, talk to y'all at the same time.
You showing
I'm in a
off.
whole new world over here. I'm showing off. Look, got devices on the Wi-Fi.
Right. Man,
Look
don't go
how fast I'm
anywhere.
moving, Ray. I ain't even glitching.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm too geeked about this. Look,
Man.
I don't know what to do.
Like we said, if y'all just joining us, this is hour 2 with the Lunch Break crew, man. Shannon, we got some new developments in the Nolan Wells case. I'm not sure if
we do.
Man, did you see what has surfaced? It was a call that surfaced, Shannon. Did you see about that?
You know what? So I got to hear it, and I would want to I want you to give the viewers the breakdown of it, but yeah, I'm gonna save my comments for after you know.
Right. If you on YouTube, we're gonna get ready to play this call, and we want to know what you all hear. Tell me what you all hear. So this is sound that has been enhanced, and this is an official recording from what we discovered. That was from the tow company when the boys called the tow company to pull the boat because it was sinking. And just pay attention to what was being said in the background.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What did
Hello?
you say? Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
What did we just hear? What was that? Straight out to investigative reporter Crime Stories, Dave Mack. Did you just hear what I heard? Now, this has been transcribed, and this is the tow dispatch call. Because, Dave, when I first heard this, I thought, has this been doctored? Is this real? Where's this coming from, Dave?
This is an official recording, Nancy, that is being issued, and it's shocking when you listen to this call for a tow, for the sea tow. Going further into it, Nancy, you're picking apart all of the different voices that can be heard on this one phone call, trying to determine what is really taking place on this boat that is allegedly sitting in 31 feet of water, a depth of 31 feet. And a bilge pump not working, claiming they're sinking, and calling for help. And yet, in the background, are we really hearing all of this other activity?
So, if you're listening, that was a call from the sea tow company that the folks that was on the boat called to help them get towed back to shore because the boat was taking on water. And in the background, you hear multiple voices. Voices. Some saying, "Wake up, Nolan." Some saying, "Is he dead?" Some saying, what was some of the other things that was pulled out of there, Shannon?
You could hear "Is he dead?" and then OMG. You hear Nolan, "Wake up."
Yep.
So you hear a lot of commotion. And what it sounds like to me is it was drunk kids not even realizing you are on hold for this, for this line to pick up. And they are like, it's recording already. So they probably didn't realize they were on a recorded line. They're drunk in the background. They probably aren't even cognizant that he's on the phone, and they're having a whole other discrepancy in the background. So, yeah, it's pretty damning evidence, if you ask me.
Yep. So if you're just joining us, 833-212-1017, that's the number to call. We'd like to hear, what did you all think that you heard from that? Maybe we'll play it again in a little bit here. But newly released audio obtained from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources captures a call made from the boat involved in Nolan Well's disappearance to a private towing company, Sea Tow, on July 4th around 4 p.m. On the recording, go ahead, Shannon.
Oh, no. Go ahead. I was about to add something about the call, but
no, go ahead, add it.
I think it's important to for us to explain, I don't know the exact creator, but what's even more disturbing for me about this case is TikTok is known for having people that will be nosy and figure stuff out. And what's more disturbing is I think a TikTok creator, I don't know if that you were about to mention that. That's why I was like, let me let you go. But a TikTok creator had to go in and be like, hold on, this call got released, but something ain't right in that background. What are they saying? And she enhanced the audio.
So
it was a black woman, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was not about to say that, but I'm glad you brought it up because we see so many things online. So I remember seeing something about this call last week. I think with that TikToker that you're talking about, Shannon. And I was like, nah, it's got to be AI or something, right? Because there's no way that this is picking up in the background. And here it is. Yesterday, it was been released, and you got TMZ reporting on it, and Nancy Grace, or whatever her name is, reporting on it. And it's a real conversation. Grace. This was a real call.
Audio, and all she did was care enough to enhance it and say, what are they? What you would think investigators would be doing? Let's see what's going on in the background.
Right.
But no, we have to be reliant. In a lot of cases, we have to be reliant on TikTok investigators to help solve cases, and that's been the case many times. Let's not act shocked here. When they try to throw us away and act like, okay, we don't matter, we have to be reliant on online, and that's why the internet is a blessing and a curse. But now I'm going off on a tangent. So I'm gonna let you.
No, I agree with you 100% because I remember seeing a lot of different videos coming up, and it was like people slamming this black body and so forth, and I was like, nah, this can't be real, right?
It was AI and
it was
stuff like
AI,
that.
right? So it's like you start to like kind of like think everything is
Get numb
AI.
to it, yeah.
Because I saw those videos around the same time that I saw the audio. So I'm like, all right, man.
And then something so damning, you're like, ain't no way.
Right.
You know.
Right.
This is real. Like, and then it's real.
Like it can't be real.
And one thing about it, if Nancy Grace reporting on it,
then it's
one thing about her, Nancy Grace gonna stand on somebody's neck.
And then you see she
like
asked the
that
first question she asked him is like, is this real? And he was like, yes.
Because it's so unbelievable.
So on the phone, on the recording, a teen can be heard saying their boat is taking on water near the west tip of Horn Island and asking for help. Wells did not return to shore with that group. TMZ reported it, commissioned an audio enhancement of TMZ reported it, commissioned an audio enhancement of the recording, saying background voices may include phrases like, is he dead? Check his chest. None of those interpretations have been officially confirmed. So let's put that out there. They're saying none of those interpretations have been officially confirmed, but Nancy Grace or Gray?
It's Grace.
Nancy Grace feels like she hears what she hears as well. So,
and I think a lot of people are hearing the same thing, but you got the naysayers that are like, well, it's left to interpretation at this point. It's just people like, one of those sounds where it's like, what do you hear when you hear this sound? But I feel like most people are hearing the same thing. And if you don't want to hear it, you ain't hearing it, but.
Right. So then we have Wells' friend, Warren Hudson, said on a podcast that the group was in an emergency situation as their boat took on water and Wells chose to stay behind on the island. Let's pause right there for a second. He said in the podcast that they were taking on water. Let me read it again. Wells' friend Warren Hudson said on a podcast that the group was in an emergency situation as their boat took on water and that Wells chose to stay behind on the island. So he wouldn't have been on the boat when that call happened, right, Shannon? Am I reading this right? Am I making okay?
Right.
So either the call is fake or Warren is lying.
But the call has been confirmed that the call is real.
All right.
The enhancements were done, just enhancing the background. So it's confirmed that the call, in fact, is real. What we're hearing in the background is what people are debating. Out of the enhancement, they're wondering if people are just kind of like making up what they're hearing. So it's confirmed that the call is real. And then my thing, too, is if he was thinking, I'm going to stay here. You telling me y'all knew y'all was taking on water and then y'all just rolled away? That don't make sense. Wouldn't you, before you pull off, wouldn't you call for help?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something that bothers me as well. It sounds to me like in the midst of y'all fighting, something happened. Because did they ever officially say why the boat was taking on water? Was it hit with something? Because it's not what That's I'm going too deep into my own conspiracy.
I don't know what. See, I asked myself those questions too, though, Shannon. Our show was like, what is going on with this boat? Like, how did it start to take on water? Then I saw the interview. I saw parts of the interview where he was saying, "Oh, they went to remove a plug or something like." Man, I ain't gonna go down no conspiracy. I almost just said a conspiracy on air, and
that's what I'm saying.
We don't do that.
I try not to. That's how I had to reel it back. And I'm like, was it hit with something? Maybe in the process of hitting somebody, did you take a part away because it has something on there you couldn't clean? Who knows? But it's just kind of interesting that you would even continue to drive a boat that was taking on water after your friend was like, hey, I'm gonna stay back.
Right.
You would think it'd be like, you know what, let's call for help right here.
And y'all say he wasn't on the boat.
Because nobody with good sense would be like, my boat is taking on water, but we still gonna ride in the middle of the commute, we gonna call for help.
Right.
I don't understand that.
We got Zay Tashay in the chat says, I don't understand, why wouldn't the authorities enhance or investigate this? Why would a regular person be able to do this instead of forensics? Or did I miss something?
Because they're not even treating it as a homicide investigation right now. They're still claiming basically, it was accidental. So if they feel like it ain't no foul play, they're not treating it as that. The authorities they fouling him away right now. They're like, oh, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like this happens a lot. So I think a lot of times us as black people, we forget that. How do I say this without sounding super rude about it? We forget that they half the time they not giving us proper investigations. Like there was just a case where this woman was shot and they're just now even investigating her death. And this was in 93. And the only reason they're investigating it is because her daughter ended up growing up and becoming a police officer and followed up on her mother's case. And they said they sent the autopsy results out. They just never followed up on it. So she had a clear homicide and nobody just followed up on it. Like they just was like, whatever. And like 30 years later, her daughter like, hey, whatever happened to my mom's stuff? Like my little brother remembered like her ex was abusive and all these things. And like nothing ever came of this. What happened? They were like, oh, we just never filed it right. Or we didn't send it back. I don't know. So a lot of times, like we have to remember, you have to advocate for yourself or nobody will. In a lot of these cases. And like I said, this is not anything new. Like there's been so many times where TikTok has had to come to the defense of the people or had to do the research to get convictions. That's the sad part of it. Like a lot of times they rather wash their hands of us. Like there's plenty of cases where it's clear, like something ain't right here. And it's like, it's a suicide. No, this person slipped and fell. Like she was stabbed in the back 30 times. How'd she fall?
Insane.
So it's like, if you don't advocate for yourself and your people and really use your voice and your platforms, sometimes it's just going to get swept under the rug. You would think that's something they would want to do. But if in Mississippi, they calling people hanging by the trees, suicide, that's just what it is. If people aren't loud about it, if people aren't advocating for themselves, that's just what it is. And that's another reason why Nolan Wells's second autopsy was being done outside of Mississippi, because they know if it was done there, it would have been a suicide or he got drunk and fell into the water. And that would have been all of it. The only reason we are able to even get as far as trying to find answers is because they advocated for him. So that's the end of my rant, guys. Thank you for coming out.
Don't go anywhere, y'all. You'll be back with the lunch break on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
Don't go anywhere. And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com, with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions
To veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty, join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at mda75.org.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
What up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's the Lunch Break Crew. Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ Brother Z. Live on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth from the American Family Insurance Studios, located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee in the 3rd Street Market Hall. We talking about the updated Nolan Wells call, y'all. We are talking about that in the enhanced call that came out. Before we went to break, Shannon was responding to a question that came in the chat by Zay Tashay. I just don't understand, why wouldn't the authorities enhance or investigate this? Why would a regular person be able to do this instead of forensics? Or did I miss something? And Shannon was basically saying sometimes they just, all I gotta say is that they don't really care about us. That's what I think Shannon was trying to say.
That's quite literally what I was saying. They don't give a god.
Man.
But what they do care about when that fire on their butt, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when people start asking questions, just like more recently, the person that did his original autopsy in Mississippi, they pulled up that she did about 4 or 5 black men's autopsy and ruled them all suicides, and it was all very suspicious circumstances. But when you don't have the backing or you don't have the platform to push for more answers, it is what it is, and you got to take whatever they give you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was saying.
100%. And like, we got to remember, they sent the body with pieces missing for the second autopsy. The esophagus,
So
the
they
throat,
weren't even able to do
a proper autopsy, right? So it was an
and-
incomplete.
And whoever sent it, I'm sorry, I had to say this too. Whoever sent it had to know, if I send this body like this, the second person ain't gonna be able to give a proper autopsy.
100%.
They had to know it. If you do autopsies, you know she can't do her job right. If you send it half, everything you need to get answers is gone.
And like, why would you take, like, what you keep the throat for? Like, we trying to see, like, they trying to see if he drowned, like, how, you know what I mean? With strangulation.
If there's any trauma.
Come on now. Crushed larynx, however you say that word, that was missing. And organs was missing as well. I can't remember exactly what organs they were saying were missing, but organs was missing. So now you had whichever one of the friends whose stepmom, I think that's who it is, his stepmom is a judge. She's been coming out and making statements and all of these things, which I just don't understand. Like, why would you put out a press release? You know, unless you like trying to cover it. So like it just sounded real like covering our bases. I know we Guru hate the TikTok news, but I saw on TikTok, and it made sense to me, where somebody was saying that what she's doing is laying the grounds for reasonable doubt.
Exactly. And she knows all too well as a judge that that's exactly what she's doing. And that's why I say, even from the autopsy to this judge making reasonable doubt in everybody's mind, they know what they're doing. Please do not be confused. Like, all of this stuff is within design. Like, and it just, and like you said, some people hate the TikTok news, but when you are looking for information, sometimes you have to go outside of your comfort zone and go outside of the people you know. Like I said, it's been multiple times where TikTok has literally solved cases that the police could not.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be a thing. Like the person in the chat said, it should not be a thing. You would think the authorities would be doing this.
Right.
No.
And this is what they are doing. So the Jackson County Sheriff's Office says its investigation is ongoing. The family's independently commissioned autopsy ruled cause and manner of death undetermined pending investigation, and results from the state medical examiners, the person who initially had the body. The original autopsy won't be released until after a grand jury review. Convenient. I think that's very convenient. That it won't be released until essentially after everything is brought to light, I guess. Wells family attorney Ben Crump has said the family's team is working directly with investigators to examine Nolan's phone, which the family believes may have content deleted from it. So that's why I feel like we're going to find a lot of new information as well. Things that was deleted, things that they thought they may have deleted, you know? Because how does this your world, Shannon, the content world, right? I think the mom said he usually always got some Snapchats or something like that.
Yeah, which most people do. If you out having a good time with your friends, and that's what's normal for you, July 4th is not an exception. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what she said. It's very normal for him to have stories up and to be basically documenting his time out, and you tell me nothing was there.
Mm-hmm. Right. As a how old was he? 17, 18?
Yep. I think he was 18.
So how does that work, Shannon, when you saving content? I hate to sound this old. How does that work? Like when you recording content, like is it like, you know, because I remember at one point, I want to say it was Snapchat, but whatever you recorded, it would automatically save to like your photo library
Memories or something
like that,
and
right?
it does that too. Yeah.
So, and then they said a lot of things was deleted out of the phone, but how does the cloud work? Because can they not get into his cloud and see if something was backed up on his phone?
See, they could probably do that if they had the password, but sometimes, I know a lot of times, my friend just recently went through this, like her phone broke and she hadn't backed up her phone in about a year. So it wasn't backing up to the cloud. And I feel like a lot of people, young people specifically, we ain't that responsible sometimes. We like, you know what, I'll back it up. So I don't know what his cloud situation was or why they can't access the cloud, but I do know Snapchat specifically, if it doesn't directly download to his phone, it will go into like the memories. And that's probably what they were looking for when they said it wasn't in there at all. Nothing was there. So if his stories were deleted, and like it doesn't actually have to go to the cloud, it doesn't have to go to the phone for it to be saved in Snapchat.
So and
that's probably what they were looking for.
I know we probably got 30 seconds, but how would they have gotten in his phone to delete it?
I mean, most friend groups know each other's
Passwords.
4-digit password. You know what I mean? Most friends,
Really?
oh, just unlock my phone. It's this. I feel like if it's like your close friend, my friends, like I'm like, take my picture. What's your password? I'll give them 4 numbers. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Especially if you feel like you're close like that. I don't know. And it sounds like he thought these were his best of friends. So I'm pretty sure half y'all got girlfriends that can figure out your code if they think for 2 seconds. Like, okay, what's the dog birthday? We in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's that hard of a mission.
Brother Z said that's a woman thing. Giving your friends they password. None of my homies got my.
Yeah.
Not one.
I don't know. I guess it just depends.
You got friends group that got your code, Shannon?
I feel like not like they're just walking around with it memorized, but I do know like my code for my phone was the code for my car, and like if they're like trying to do something, I'm like, oh, here, type that in. And if they up to something nefarious, I'm pretty sure they'll be like, think, what was that code? And it'd be easy to remember.
Who did?
But you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or what was that code like that she told me a week ago or just yesterday, you know? And some of these phones have, what is it called? Like facial recognition, thumb recognition.
So yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, was it like, did they use facial recognition to get in and delete the stuff? Because they saying like chunks of stuff was missing from text messages to a bunch of things. So I'm interested to see how this goes once they subpoena the phone records and see what all they get off of that. But don't go anywhere, y'all. This is the lunch break. We'll be back right after these messages.
Don't go anywhere. Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. It's the Lunch Break Crew. Ray, Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ, Brother Z. What it do? Live from downtown Milwaukee in the 3rd Street Market Hall. You are tuned in to the award-winning 101.7 FM. The Truth. 1017 The Truth. We talking about the update. Chill out, Shannon. Hey, you see, Shannon got a connection together now. She just laughing at everything.
I'm like, doing all types of stuff. I'm over here commenting on your live. I'm everywhere with
man. Oh, you see me on there, man. Somebody shouts out to Artavia. She sent me whatever these little heart hands is on TikTok. I don't even know what it means. And then she sent the guitar after that, folks. So I was like, bet. Shouts out to Artavia, folks.
Look,
swear to God.
Rich over there.
Right.
Artavia, send me $1.
Yeah. Straight up. Straight up, man. Straight up. But yeah, man, we talking about the updated call for Nolan Wells and what's been going on with the updates and so forth. And we handle it a little bit with care because, like they said, no foul play has officially been confirmed, and the sheriff's office has said as much publicly. So, I think, just going back into what Zay to Shay was talking about, is a lot more of what you said, Shannon. The not caring, not prioritizing us, and self-preservation is a real thing. Self-preservation is a real thing. What I do see, handling this with care, what I do see is people jumping into position to help protect their own. And if I'm not mistaken, Shannon, I felt like I saw that they invited the family to the family invited the friends to the funeral, if I'm not mistaken. I felt like I saw that. And I think
so.
I think none of them showed up or something like that. Now, is that a weird position to be in? Like, man, are you like, if you, let's say,
don't jump, you come outside.
Yeah, you would come support your friend, right? Despite what?
I mean,
or does it look suspicious that you don't come?
I feel like that specifically, I'll be honest, is a lose-lose situation. I probably wouldn't feel comfortable because even if the family didn't feel a way about it or want to retaliate, look, if I had the address, I'd be outside ready to knock their head between a washer and dryer. Where that boy look, you know what happened? So
right.
I can't even they can't control what people outside doing. So
right.
I would be worried. I would be a little worried too because people want answers and emotions are still high.
Yeah.
And I just think even seeing them at first, but I also think it's extremely tacky for them to be doing interviews and podcasts right now.
Man.
So I can't say what they think is right and wrong. It don't seem like they have much of a moral compass over there.
And
so I can say, well, I wouldn't feel comfortable for this reason, but I'd send a card. But I also would have called as soon as we got back or as soon as we was leaving. Yo, Nolan's not coming with us. We're leaving. This is what's going on. I would have called somebody.
Right.
So I can't say what's right or wrong over there.
Right. And the stepmom is a judge and is well versed on how to, as we stated earlier, lay the grounds for a reasonable doubt. And beyond that, this is my concern, right? We don't know what type of relationship she has in that city, state, whatever, right? As a judge.
Exactly.
Because I'm willing to bet she ain't just no small fry in the spot.
Mm-hmm.
She's a judge. So I'm sure she has relationships with
I'm rude.
With other people. I'm
like,
sure
when
she
I
has.
think about Mississippi, if you a judge, you dang near might as well be president. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi.
So yeah, I'm interested to see how this case is handled. I'm interested to see what the jury is gonna look like. And I'm not even 100% sure if this is possible, but is this something where they would be like, oh, we need to do this case in a different city or county or something like that? Or it's like, No, you got to do it in this state or this place where the city where the crime was committed or whatever was committed.
Yeah.
Do you know about that, Shannon?
I don't. It gets really tricky because even when it comes to these other cases that we know of, that it's clear that something else happened, when there's small towns or different cities and somebody's more in power than the next, it just gets really confusing and really tricky, and like the loopholes that come with it, like it gets hard. So I'm not sure how that stuff works, honestly. We got to get somebody on here that know a little bit more about this stuff.
Yeah, we're
because
gonna.
I'm actually curious to find out too.
We're gonna get somebody on that can talk to that. Right now, we do have Ron online. Ron, how you feeling? Talk to us.
Oh, hey,
where you from, too, Ron?
I'm on the south side, baby boy, on the south side. And I'm from Mississippi originally, so this is why it's really interesting me because of the Nolan Wales situation. Now, let me just hit this up real quick. I refuse to do triple summer backflips, twisting my brain, trying to ask why. You know, you gotta, black people, we got this intuition in us that if it don't feel right in our soul and our spirit, we gotta say so. So whether this was an accident or if it was something malicious that went on, we know that there's something not right. It ain't sitting right. It ain't sitting right with his mom and daddy, and it definitely ain't sitting right with us. And the more that comes out, it's really, I mean, it's got fish scales in the fish tail. There's something fishy about it. You know what I'm saying? The only person that's really coming out was the young lady that he was supposed to stay back with, was going to meet her. She said it was a high and a bye, and then she said he went back with his friend. She just said it just like that. Everybody else is being evasive. That phone call with the ship told people, they, you know, you can hear the background noise of, is he alive, and Nolan, no, and stuff like that. That's also that came out. And I'm just really, it didn't miss me that only because of the celebrities that came out is the reason why the authorities are going, oh man, there's too many eyeballs, I guess we got to do our job. It's just kind of disgusting that the Coast Guard the other day and the sheriff came out and said, well, the sheriff came out and said it was accident ground and let's move on. The Coast Guard, who went to go look for the body after days, is trying to throw Crump and his people under the boat, under the bus, talking about, well, we offered to get cadaver dogs to go on the boat and see if we can send some dead people on there, whatever dead, it's Nolan on there, and then saying that they didn't answer back. It's not even Benjamin Crump's and his people's boat. You can't just say, okay, Crump, you want us to go on the boat? That's one of the kids' granddaddy's boats. You got to ask him, hey, can we search your boat?
They ain't going to let that happen.
Right. And if he says no, then you have to get a judge to get a warrant to go on there and do that. So trying to throw Benjamin Crump and say, another thing they said was the one guy said he never said that Nolan was fully dressed. Then they found an audio where he completely said he was fully dressed, face down. It just all sounds, if them kids didn't do nothing, and here I am saying I won't go do gymnastic flips, but here I go. If they didn't do anything, why is they not coming out and saying, look, we was all drinking, and he got into a fight. We thought that he was just passed out, and then let that be and come out. But they making themselves look so suspicious. And the guy that went on the podcast with that punk Tatum, he didn't make himself look no better either. They just all look guilty. Even if it was an accident, they're not making it look like that. That's why the black intuition, everything that we know to be fishy, is coming up now. And that's why we asking questions and questions and questions. And we just going to keep on asking till y'all come up with the answers, because he almost, if you believe in the spiritual world, Nolan people's, the angels almost took that boat and took them all out because they was taking on water, quote unquote. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know, man. We just gotta just hold on to make sure that the justice is gonna come to light. Period. Point blank. Thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate you. That was Ron from the South Side, man. You part of the Truth family. That's our cousin Ron on the South Side, y'all. Man, he said a lot of truth right there, man. He said a whole bunch of truth right there, Shannon.
And it's tough to have to do those mental gymnastics, especially when we basically being gaslit into feeling like, y'all tripping, y'all making stuff up where it's just not, when it's very clear something is not right. Yeah.
No, for sure.
He definitely spoke a lot of truth.
For sure, 100%. And I think, let like you said, in due time for sure, we will definitely see what comes out of all of this here situation. I know it's a sad situation. I know, as a community, we tired of like seeing and going through and having to relive these type of traumas, and the families having to deal with these type of things. Jasmine says they got the answer. They trying to cover it up. That's my thoughts, but these thoughts are just mine. It's not the thoughts of the truth. So, I got a little something on the menu for you today, Shannon.
Let me hear it.
Truth Nation, it's your chance to win. We're giving away a pair of tickets to Black Arts Fest MKE, happening Saturday, August 1st at the Summerfest grounds in Milwaukee. Don't miss an unforgettable day of music, culture, art, food, and community featuring artists the Lattimore Brothers and Dave Hollister live on stage. Listen every day for your cue to call and score your pair of tickets. Black Arts Fest MKE, Saturday, August 1st at the Summerfest grounds, brought to you by the award-winning 101.7 The Truth Milwaukee Black Talk. Shannon, we got Miss Sandra on the line. Sandra, how you feeling? Oh, Sandra, before we'll come back to you after break. Miss Sandra, don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Will I make it home? Only God
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. This is a lunch break with Ray, Nitty, and maybe Shannon. Live from the American Family Insurance Studios on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Now we got Miss Sandra. Sandra from Milwaukee, how you doing?
I'm just fine. How you doing?
I can't complain at all, Sandra.
Okay. I like when Sandra calls.
I do
too.
too.
Throw that in there. Hey, look, she always got some
Shannon, how are you?
Hey, we good.
Okay. Well, I complain. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, you're speaking of the kid on the boat. You know what? And when they showed him, they blurred out all the white boys' faces. You ever notice that?
Yep, they sure did. And they blurred out all the cans that they had in their hands as well.
Yeah. So, it was a setup. And I think they may still be mad at that Carmelo Anthony case. Because I think sometimes this could be revenge. So the cops just killed the guy in Austin, Texas. Did you see that?
I did not hear about the Austin, Texas
17
one.
years old.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did hear about that.
Yes. And they said he had a bottle. Looked like he was reaching for a gun because neighbor's call said the boy had a gun. But he had a bottle of water in his waistband he was reaching for. But now they're trying to say that's suicide by a cop. Instead of investigating, they're saying that's suicide by a cop.
And wasn't that was the boy? Wasn't he the one that called for the police or something like that?
Well, they said he did, which he probably could have. But if he called for the police, I think dude was in an emergency situation, brain-wise. But if he was pulling out, just say he lifted up whatever. They say he lifted up his waist, and they thought it was a gun, and they went to shoot. So why is it all of a sudden they shoot so fast with a black kid? This is a young guy. He's still a kid. He hasn't made a man yet. But white people punching them, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they be punching the cops, throwing them all over. And then I believe they're on a mission. I said that they're on a mission, and it works. This thing that they do, it works for their white base. Show your white base. We're killing up these blacks. We're getting them out of here, the Haitians, whatever, 3,000 Haitians. Just show your base that you're doing this, and they're going to cheat and win all the time. But they said when they came after me, you said nothing, but they're going to come after them too because they killed some white people up in Minnesota. Remember that? 2 white people?
Yep.
They're not going to stop because Trump gave them permission to do this gangster stuff. So they're not going to stop, but I analyze everything they do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Well, we thank you, Miss Sandra, for always calling in and sharing some wisdom with our Truth Nation family. And I agree with when our cousins right, they right. When our cousins right, they right. Shannon, I don't know, man. This is just like I'm just sick of the climate of the world. I'm sick of the climate of the world, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting to have to deal with wild race issues that we didn't create. It's exhausting to have to see it over and over and over and over again. It's exhausting to have to try to get white people respectfully to understand why is it that black people feel this way. And I don't think they understand the anxiety that black people have just walking out their house on a daily basis. Just walking out your house, you think of all the things. It's like, all right, police don't get behind me on no mess today. And sure, we could be like, oh, well, why are we involving ourselves in things that would get us in situations? But as we can see, sometimes it don't even be no situations that we're into. To my knowledge, if I remember the report correctly, that young 17-year-old boy called for the police. He called for the police, and the police came and then shot him. And as Miss Sandra said, Shannon, I think you sent me the video, Shannon, and it was in Wisconsin, ironically enough, Milwaukee, where the police officer tased somebody and they got away, but then they ran up and punched the police and chased them, and the police was all falling. And then shortly after that, we had a situation.
So much grace.
Come on. You feel what I'm saying? And then in Madison, we have a different outcome. We have a different outcome.
Way different.
Where it was more than one police officer. You know what I'm saying? And they said the young man in Madison had a knife. You know, then they say he didn't. Then they said he did. Like, I still don't know what the truth is behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do know is we have physical examples that we could point to and see that say, hey, when it come down to our turn, we get handled a little bit differently.
Yeah. Every time.
So,
and it's one of those things too, where it's like that video I was talking about a few days ago, where I said they look at our black skin and automatically think, oh, this person thinks they tough, and now they got to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
Where our counterparts are given so much grace and so much lenience and looked at it as like, oh, they don't mean to be rough with us. They don't mean to be mean. But that's why we got to give ourselves grace and give our loved ones grace and, uplift them.
100%.
You got a quote of the day, Ray?
I do got a quote of the day, Shannon. Today's quote is from the amazing Maya Angelou. Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud, by Maya Angelou. Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Once again, y'all, we thank y'all for tuning in. We thank you for always calling in and keeping us humble, keeping us on point. And August 1st, there's a lot going on August 1st, but I'm going to shamelessly plug our lodge. We do have a lodge celebration happening August 1st at 5 p.m. at Summer 85 for King David Lodge number 10. But Shannon, take us home, please.
Yep. Man, thank you for rocking with us today on the lunch break. And we're here every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 2 p.m. If you want to join the conversation any day between that time, you can always hit us up on YouTube at 101.7 The Truth. You can also always give us a call at 833-212-1017. And make sure you connect with me and Ray. Ray can be found at Ray Nitty across all platforms. That's RAYNITTI. And I'm Maybe Shannon. You can find me at Maybe Shannon, MAYBESHANNON _ across all platforms. And make sure you go ahead and follow The Lunch Break on Facebook. We got Manana 9 up next with The Grapevine, and we got Tap In with Jazzy right after. Don't miss out on that.
All right, y'all, we out.